Cheers to a good week. Hi friends! So this is my series where I take you through my marathon training for the Chicago Marathon on October 10th with the goal of breaking 3:48. So week 9 was a pretty interesting week because Monday it was supposed to be like in the hundreds, which is, like I mentioned in the last vlog, not very common here in Washington State. So I ended up running very early in the morning, as in before 4 a.m. and while the moon was still up. I'm really glad I got it done because my group had actually canceled the group run in the afternoon because of the heat, which is fine because I ended up going to happy hour with them. So that was pretty cool. Tuesday was the HIIT interval workout. I was aiming for the same split because I had 7 intervals this time, whereas last week I had 6. So I was slowly progressing those. It was supposed to be between 6:48 and 7:04. And for the most part, I tried to stay right in the middle because I felt like staying in the middle would have been a lot more sustainable compared to going a little bit slower versus a little bit faster. And then I ended up having to do a gym session later that day. I ended up doing it after I got home and had a little bit to eat. Gavin did mention to me to not do it like one right after the other because it would have just been like a really long endurance session. So having a little bit of a break was helpful. It also happened to be our anniversary, which was super nice. So I wanted to get things done earlier in the day so I could celebrate my anniversary. I did take my CNOR exam on Wednesday. I had been studying for about a month and a half on and off, given I was balancing marathon training and work, but I passed. And I did end up going for my run after I got home. It was nice being able to have that weight lifted off of my shoulders because now I can fully focus on marathon training. On Thursday, I ended up doing another run commute / critical speed session. Gavin wanted me to run my split between 7:53 and 8:31. I felt like I did a pretty good job with the 3 intervals. My first one was 8:17, and then the last 2, I was able to maintain 8:07 pace. Glad that I was able to keep it consistent. So I had to do gym work when I got home, and because my legs have been so tired from the week, I ended up doing some upper body work, which was very nice. And I haven't done a lot of like strength training and upper body work as much as I would like, so I ended up doing that and it felt pretty good. Thank God Friday was rest day because I really needed that. Although at my job, I can't really have a rest day because I was on my feet for a good portion of the day because I was scrubbing, and then I had to go give breaks afterwards, but that's just part of the job. And Saturday was my first 20-mile run. I felt like it was pretty early to be doing a 20-mile run relative to my race, but I have to put my trust in Gavin. He knows what he's doing, and I have to put my faith that he's putting me on the right path to breaking 3:48 in Chicago. So I ended up doing an extended version of my route from last week, and by like mile 17, I had to grind down in a really low gear just to finish, but I got it done. That's what matters. I did end up taking some snack breaks and walk breaks, and for those of you who feel bad about walking, like you feel that walking invalidates your status as a runner, it doesn't, because any movement is better than no movement. I met up with my family friends for the first time since COVID hit, and at this point we're all fully vaccinated, so it was good to see all them. And I just was basically sitting the rest of the day, which was much appreciated. I had scheduled myself to work on the 4th of July because typically when you work in healthcare, you have to pick at least 2 holidays to work on. And I ended up choosing the 4th of July because it's not like we were going to do anything anyway. So I did sit for a good portion of the day. I did walk around to check the rooms and to help one of the rooms that was going. But after that, I was able to get my run in. I ended up running like 7.3, and I think on the schedule, Gavin had me scheduled to run 7.7. I will say that the run was based on time and not on distance. Time is fixed, so you fit in whatever mileage you can. And I did end up going back to Carkeek Park again. But I ended up doing not just the usual loop that I do. I went to the other part of the park, and the park's pretty big. It's just a little bit of elevation. I think I had almost 800 feet of elevation gain, which is good because Rock and Roll has the giant hill at the end. So all in all, pretty good week. I ran about 57 miles, so it's getting up there. I do have one more week of buildup, and then I get a recovery week, and then after that, I have no idea. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. You can follow me on my Instagram and my Strava, and until next time.